Wake me up before you go, girl. Don't leave me hanging on like Adobe. All right. So we are looking at the Adobe stock, ticker symbol ADBE. And as you guys can see with my mouse right here, Adobe is about to kiss the 200 SMA on the monthly chart, which is a beautiful thing because number one, I believe we'll probably see a nice bounce, easy 5, 10, 15% bounce potentially. But if the company does not improve margins, profits, revenue, or just grow in general, I think we do see this stock going even lower than now. The stock is about $266, $100 billion market cap, 24 billion in sales. They are profitable at 7.2 billion. They have 6.8 billion cash on hand, 5.7 billion in debt. Gross margins are an amazing 88.77%, which is incredible. Uh, Decent shares outstanding, 410 million, a short of about 3.5%, and a quick ratio at 0.97. You know, we typically like that at 1 or above, but I mean, that's pretty dang good. And Adobe is also listed in the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. So if you want to own Adobe, but you don't want to own this volatility that you can see next to my head, consider owning an ETF that holds Adobe for that exposure. Moving on to where you guys can see something. Let me make it smaller for you. So looking at our daily chart, the stock is down 44% in this snapshot here. We just need to see some consolidation. We have a major gap right here that you guys can't see. It's about 270 that has not been filled. So if this stock does end up moving back up, 270 is going to be a resistance target where we'll probably see the stock test 270 and try to break upwards once that time has come. The stock has broken all of the SMAs on the daily as well. Looking at our weekly, kind of the same picture. However, we did have a double bottom that failed. And you can see right here, the stock reversed after this bottom here. Move over here, it bottomed, but then the stock kept falling. So that was a double bottom failure. The weekly chart also has broken all the SMAs. Consolidation is needed as well. And then just as a rule of thumb, depending on what kind of trader you are, I trade the long term. If a stock breaks down on one of your preferred SMAs, typically the 20 SMA is purple. For my video purposes, 20 SMA is purple, 50 is orange, and the 200 SMA is like a light yellow. Once it breaks one of those SMAs, depending on if you like a more volatile SMA, the 20, or a more steady SMA, the 50, or just super chill SMA, the 200, if one of those breaks, might be a good time to get out. And you can see there have been plenty of opportunities. You guys can't see my mouse. Plenty of opportunities here, depending on whatever rule you would have. Maybe you want to do the 200 or the 20. If you would have gotten out of the 20 SMA, gosh, probably would have been up here. So yeah, the weekly chart's not looking good. The monthly chart's not looking any better, in my opinion. But again, we do have the 200 SMA, which is right there. Again, I do see a bounce and maybe some support will build up around the 200 SMA. We should see some consolidation. You can see there was a bottom here. Lasted about 2 months. And then the stock moved upward. And then we've had a nice little period here where the stock kind of stagnated. We have 3 months of just a rounding bottom here. And then we had a nice upward move and then 2 months. Then we traded sideways here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. So I would say give it 2 to 7 candles, Japanese candlesticks, before we consider a consolidation. And the stock is currently at the pre-COVID lows. Looking at our price calculation here, let me just do a quick cheers. I don't need to explain the data points to you guys. You guys know this. But my proprietary price target comes out to 325. Analysts, quants, traders, the guys who get paid millions of dollars a year, have it at $330. So we know that they're using my formula, and my target is a little bit more conservative than analysts, which I do like in this situation. One thing I do not like in this situation is this long-term gradual sell-off of shares. So the stock went up insanely while institutional ownership just stayed flat. So we saw a major ownership here, and then the funds dipped out, but the stock had a wild move. And now we can see it's actually going down on this far left, or I'm sorry, far right candle, which is, I think it's as of December, January, February or March. So old data shows that institutions and hedge funds owned 85%. Now it's at 86.36, so about a whole percent more, which doesn't really give me much confidence in a turnaround as of today. I'm recording this on March 19th. This type of content is evergreen, so you can watch this in 6 months, 2 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years, and my forecasts will stay the same. And this is why, baby. So from what I see and what I've charted, I don't remember last time I viewed this one, but you can see the stock definitely respected this last channel here, and it's heading towards this support, which you guys can see here. This support right here, and then we have a channel support right there as well. So a lot of good stuff going on. And then for resistance, moving its way up, this would be the first resistance, second resistance, and then third resistance there. My area to watch is going to be this area right. Where's my mouse? Right here. So the 150, I'm sorry, 179, 150 area, it's going to be right in here. It's my sweet spot. I think it comes down, maybe there's a large capitulation. The stock comes and touches one of these lines. You never know. So that's Adobe. Let's go ahead and run a FinViz real quick. Let's see if their revenues, profits, and margins are growing. And then let's go to Thinkorswim for a little bit more of a detailed view here. So give me un momento, por favor. Adobe. Adobo. Adobe. All right. So we want to look at the hard data. Here we go. Quarterly. Gosh dang it, I hate when it does that. Moving on down. So the quarterly revenue is 5.9 bill, 6.1 bill, 6.3 bill. Gross profit incrementally growing, so that's not a concern. That is actually very sexy. Net income 1.7 bill, 1.8 bill, 1.88 bill. Sexy again. What can I say? Operating gross margins 88, 88, 89. Just fantastic. Shares outstanding are going down. Down, 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 down. Lot of options here. Nothing really too crazy that says fire sale, in my opinion. The EVP and CFO bought, gosh, $500,000 worth at 390. We're at a good deal right now. Daniel Dern. Daniel. So that all looks good. Let's check their total assets to total liabilities. Total assets 29.7 bill. Total liabilities 18.2 bill. So assets dwarf liabilities by 9.5 billion. I like to see more than that, especially with this company that has stellar margins. The debt is going down. Total assets are going up. So Adobe is running this at a very, very disciplined, in a very disciplined manner. That is good to know. They're attacking this debt. I really like that a lot. So I think the if this stock is to 179, it's just absolutely beautiful in my opinion. Let's go ahead and jump into the think or the swim. What are you gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna think together. And we are on Fiserv. We want to get to Adobe, baby. Okay. So we're at Adobe. Let's go ahead and let's just look at the Fibonacci arcs here. 699.54. Perfect. Pretty decent. Very sharp there. Very good. Beautiful. That's amazing right there. Very good respect, in my opinion. On the way up, let's look. So this was from the cycle low to cycle high. And then if we go from cycle high here to cycle low, let's just see. 699.54. From this cycle, let's just go there to there. Ooh, look at how well these candles are just side scraping this. This is fantastic. You could not make that up. And then let's go from this cycle high to the cycle low, which maybe is right. I would say maybe here somewhere. So you can't really predict it. I mean, where there's so many. I mean, we could even go over here. That would be even sexier. Let's say there. 155 by September 2027. I don't know if I believe that though, because every downtrend was followed by 2 to 7 months of consolidation. So that means this has to keep trading sideways and going down, in my opinion. So if this last Fibonacci arc, let's make it a different color. This is our very speculative, unreasonable, unpredictable Fibonacci arc. Okay. So let's just leave it at that. That's all I've got for you guys for the Adobe. Let me know what you think. I would consider getting into just Adobe around under 179, 150. Just because they are running a beautiful ship there. Liabilities are going down, assets going up. I mean, what kind of formula are they doing? Because that is absolutely just like you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.